What is up, YouTube? And today I will be discussing the best loadout to use this season in Fortnite. So as we know, Chapter 6 was just dropped recently, and there are a bunch of new weapons, but what are the best ones to choose? Let's get into it. So first, for your shotgun slot, there are 3 options. Let me go down the rundown of each. So, the base damage of the 2-shot Oni shotgun is 95, has a reload time of 1.98, and has a slower fire rate of 1.25. The only fast fire rate shotgun this season is the auto shotgun. Moving on, the pump with a 114 base body, 190 max pump headshot, decent reload, and obviously the fire rate is a little bit faster than the Oni just because of more shots. But either way, it's a pump, so like obviously you're just supposed to primarily use it in builds, maybe zero build. Moving on, the auto twin fire auto shotgun with a mag size of 14, a really decently slow reload time compared to the others with the magazine, but with certain reload perk boons that you can find on the map nowadays, reloading this weapon is not all that bad. So the fire rate and damage are pretty good in my opinion for this shotgun. Let me fire it for y'all. While the name has auto shotgun, I wouldn't really label that as it being as fast or near as fast as prior auto or drum magazine design shotguns. But yeah, so in my opinion, the Oni shotgun is the worst from the 3. Do not really use it that much. For builds, you're going to use the pump. For zero build, you're going to use the auto. In my opinion, I do this loadout all the time, so this is like for sure it works. Moving on, the spray weapons. There's really only 2 options. You don't want to use the Fury. You're either going to use the Twin Mag or the new Veiled Precision SMG. Now, obviously, there are different playstyle effects that factor into your spray choice, and let me go down them right now. So, as you know, the Hollow Twister AR is more of a range and has the hollow scope. Just a reminder, modding these weapons is a thing of the past. They just come with the newer scopes that were introduced in the seasons with mods and stuff like that, but you can no longer mod. This gun has a hollow scope on it and does 34 base body damage, has a decent reload of 2.3, and a medium fire rate. I would compare the fire rate to that of like a heavy AR with the likeness of the damage, but its hit scan and the kick, let me show y'all, there's pretty much none compared to the heavy AR that will be like, going up like that. So moving on, the Veiled Precision SMG. Obviously, SMGs, the difference between them and AR is you have a way faster fire rate, 10.3 compared to that of the 5.55. The magazine size is 21 compared to the 25. Obviously, AR is going to have a little bit more. The damage is 19, and the reload time is 1.93. So in my personal opinion, for close range, quick damage shredding, you would want to use the Veiled Precision SMG. But, as you know, with it being an SMG, from range, it might be a problem to really connect those shots because of the slower flying bullet and because of the damage drop off from using an SMG bullet at range, which would be a reason to carry the AR over it. But in my opinion, for retaking walls, getting quick bleed damage, and higher DPS from closer range, the Veiled Precision SMG is the way to go. But they're both really good. It just depends on playstyle. Honestly, those 2 are the way to do it. Do not do the Furious R rifle. These are for sure the best, in my personal opinion. Moving on, as we know, snipers are not in this season, but there was new mobility introduced. What do you want to use? You want to use the new mask. So as we know, the standard Void mask has 15 charges, but there's a mythical version at the dojo in the northeast of the map where you can get a 50 charge mask and a mythic veiled SMG, along with something that I think auto reloads some bullets for you. I think is how it works, the medallion. Really, the medallions are mediocre this season in my opinion. So for getting your location revealed, I don't know if auto reloading some bullets is all that worth it. So you wouldn't want to pick that up. But moving on, there are still the base heals that have always been in the season, and here's what I would suggest using from those. Obviously, you're going to get into a bunch of fights this season, and I don't really know if minis are the way to go. I personally find myself usually just carrying big pots if I have the availability, because that's what I feel is right. And obviously, you're going to want to have med kits for sure this season. because the mobility is a little bit off. I mean, we got a sword, and as many of you know, the kinetic blade from Chapter 4, Season 2, I would have liked the new sword to kind of have that sort of a effect as far as the mobility side of things, but it does not. It is rather a more of a utility damaging kind of a thing because it does not have really it has a dash, but it's not used for mobility. Kind of annoying in my opinion, which is why you would not want to use that. But let me demonstrate the void mask for y'all. So pretty much if you left click or click on your R2 button for controller, or RT for Xbox, or ZR for Switch, we're going for everything here, you throw a void cast, and if you click your aim button or LT, let's see, that would be L2, LT, and ZL, you can teleport like this to wherever your void casts. Now, as a time basis, if you just leave it sitting somewhere, you can only leave it sitting somewhere for so long. But there are useful strategies I've used in my personal game. If you're gonna go into like a 1v2 setting and like know that you might be prepared to have to void out, what you can do is say leave a cast at like the top of your builds, charge in heavy, say you get shot at, you can cast to your thing like that. If you were to do that, obviously the range also plays in a factor, so you wouldn't be dropping that far in a real game, but you get my point. You can use these casts to travel around, save yourself from fights, and use this mobility to catch up on players trying to run away. So tell me what y'all think of this new season and all the new weapons down below in the comments. I really do. At first, I did not really enjoy the gunplay and the map of this season, but I think it's actually alright looking at a turnaround. Tell me if y'all are looking forward to the OG Fortnite mode. As we know, the OG pass is coming with it. I think it releases December 6th. All that stuff does. So if you want to see more content, I'm going to for sure upload a video about OG. If you want to see content about battle passes, upcoming modes like OG, and new weapons and updates, for sure just hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Thank y'all for watching this video. Have a great day.